This is Wake Up and Lead, a daily podcast where ambitious young professionals learn to lead themselves. I'm your host, Hampton Dorch, and today is Tuesday, which means I will be talking about fitness. I've talked about this before. I'm extremely passionate about fitness. No, this isn't a fitness specific podcast. I can reference people to follow if you want to know more details about fitness, but I think that it is really important to focus on your fitness, like your workout plans, nutrition, because it affects your body and your body is your vessel. And if you are killing it in the body area, that is going to bleed into every other area of your life. I truly believe that learning to like perform well in the gym and fueling yourself well from a nutrition standpoint has a massive effect on you in every other area of your life. And so this is something that I really, really love. The title of this is my workout routine, which, is a little interesting because so often I think people are looking for an easy button, or they're looking for the hack, or they're looking for the silver bullet, or the perfect routine that's going to like give them like their dream body or help them feel the best that they've ever felt. And the reality is we all have different genetics, we all have different bodies, we all have different goals. And so what I'm going to share, I'm not recommending that you go and just do that. In fact, I want you to do the research on your own and learn what's best for you. But I will say this once and I'll say it again: the best fitness routine, the best fitness plan for you is the one that you can stick to, because we're not working out for this summer. We're working out for when we are grandparents. Okay. So yeah, you may have like short-term goals of a certain amount of weight you want to put on, a certain amount of weight you want to lose, a certain way that you want to look, a way that you want to feel. But if you can have a long-term mindset with everything in life, but specifically with fitness, you're going to play the long game, and you're not trying to find quick hacks. You're not going to lose 30 pounds and then think you have arrived and then ditch the habits that you created and then go back to where you were. You're going to build habits and you're going to build this into your life. Like, I don't want you to do a plan that you can't learn to enjoy or you can't learn to stick to, because something that's not sustainable is not worth doing. Because so often in fitness, we just think that we're going to arrive, and it's a journey. It is a lifelong journey, and that is what I'm on, and that's what I've been learning. And I'll tell you this: I before I had a baby, I was like, I'm always going to be going all out with fitness and nutrition and everything like that. And while I still do go really hard with it, one of the things that I've settled on that has given me a lot of peace is there are, these different domains of your life, like your faith, your family, your fitness, fellowship, future, a lot of these things that I'm talking about. And I believe, and part of the goal of this podcast is to help you thrive in all of them at once. But I don't know if it's possible to just be absolutely killing it and firing on all cylinders. Like, something's got to give and you've got to sacrifice a little bit. But I think a lot of times people think that they have to totally give up one of these in order to find success in another. And I think fitness, body, is one that people give up on the most. They're like, oh, well, I've got to work harder for my future, or I have a family now, or I just got married, and so I'm just going to kind of give up and I'll pick up fitness in 3 months. If you can just be consistent with whatever goal it is that you have in the fitness space, that will be way better than being like occasionally great. And so for me, what I've settled on right now is I love running and I love lifting. And it is a myth that you can't do both. They don't work against each other. If you fuel your body properly, you can put on muscle while running. I currently, at the time of this recording, well, actually, by the time this comes out, maybe not, but I weigh more than I ever have. I weighed 190 the other day, which I've never weighed that much. Yet I'm running more miles in the week than I ever have. And the 190 is fueled by me eating a lot more food, a lot more calories. Instead of eating like lean meat, like chicken or ground turkey, I'm eating ground beef because, hey, it's bulking season, baby. But yeah, my inner meathead is coming out. But I love running and lifting. One, because the running is good for me cardiovascularly, and there's like races you can do and everything like that. But then the weightlifting makes me stronger and makes me feel better and look better and everything. And I like doing both. And the point that I'm going to hammer home today is this is sustainable for me, because if I've gone through phases where I've only lifted like 6 days a week, or I've only run 6 days a week. And if I only lift 6 days a week, I feel like my heart isn't as healthy. I don't get it outside as much. And if I only run 6 days a week, I feel like I end up like getting skinnier, and I don't get that feeling of like being in the gym and like pumping iron. And so I found a way to do both, where I'm gradually getting better at running and I'm gradually getting stronger over time. And it's really worked for me. Now, you may have a lot of questions. There's a lot more details here, but the main thing that I want you to understand today is whatever plan you make from a nutrition standpoint and a like fitness activity standpoint, it's got to be something that you can stick with. Because even if you find the best plan and you can't stick with it, it's not worth it. You've got to at least start with something that you can stick with and then build on it from there. As we get more into this podcast, I'll give you more details about what I've learned from a fitness standpoint. Because again, it's something I'm super passionate about, but I'm trying to keep these episodes around 5 minutes. So we're up on time. I will see you tomorrow. It's time for you and me to wake up and lead.